Hello YouTube, today I'm here to show you my light and heavy attack werewolf PvP build for the Deadlands DLC patch. As a quick disclaimer, this build is not meta or insane at anything, and as a part of my fun builds, I'll be utilizing either fun, funny, or neglected sets to destroy your opponents in PvP. This build focuses on using light attacks and heavy attacks as our pseudo spammable, and thus we will build around that to try to make it as effective as possible. So for now on, for PvP builds, I'm going to incorporate a rating scale, how I personally feel about it in my personal opinion. So for this one, effectiveness, I'd probably give it 2 stars. Fun and enjoyable, I definitely give it 4 stars. Farm difficulty, I'd say 3 stars. Rotation difficulty, 1 star. Survivability, 2 stars, and there's nothing significant for the bonus category. So starting off in the character sheet, I have 34 points into health and 30 points into stamina. We are running the Serpent Mundus, and for this particular build, I am a Dark Elf. There are many viable options for this build. Anything that has either health or stamina passives would work just fine. For food, we're going to be running Orzoga's Bear Haunch. I think Orzoga's Bear Haunch gives that perfect blend of sustain with health. For potions, we're just going to be running standard tri-stat potions. Immovability potions might be better, but I wasn't having trouble with tri-stat potions. And with all potions, make sure you have 3 points into medicinal use to benefit from the full duration. Moving on to CP, for the blue tree, we're going to be running Master at Arms, Weapons Expert, Wrathful Strikes, and Duelist Rebuff. For the red tree, we're running Balanced Vitality, Rejuvenation, Sustained by Suffering, and Pain's Refuge. So for gear, we're going to be running a Maul of the Undaunted Unweaver, sharpened with a weapon and spell damage enchant. Our back bar, we just still have the Maelstrom. On our head, we have a Gaze of Sithis with a max health, traded and reinforced. Our chest is trainee chest, traded and reinforced with a tri-stat glyph. Our shoulders, hands, legs, and feet are all Undaunted Infiltrator with max dam, traded in all impen except for 1 and well fitted. And our sash is going to be Undaunted Unweaver, max dam with a well fitted. So we're running 2 well fitted, 2 reinforced, and the rest impen. And for jewelry, we're going to be running 2 pieces of Undaunted Unweaver and 1 piece of Undaunted Infiltrator, all with weapon damage, traded and infused. So basically, I'm running 5-piece Undaunted Unweaver, 5-piece Undaunted Infiltrator, Gaze of Sithis, and Trainee Chest. So for skills, we're running Feral Pounce, Howl of Agony, Claws of Anguish, Deafening Roar, Heresine's Fortitude, and the Werewolf Transformation as our ultimate. So rotation and closing thoughts merge together. First off, Feral Pounce is going to be your gap closer, and also the sustain you get from it with the extending of your Werewolf ultimate is really nice. So Claws of Anguish, this applies Major Defile, which is a really strong negative effect and should be cast on whatever enemy you're trying to take down. Deafening Roar is your source of Major Breach and is also a CC. Not only is it a CC, it also sets them off balance, so they take increased damage from your heavy attack. And lastly, Heresine's Fortitude is your heal and gives you a little bit of stam recovery. So what I like to do is I like to first pounce and then cast Deafening Roar to apply Major Breach to them, and then Claws of Anguish to apply Major Defile, and then I'll just light attack them down. So the way that this build works is Undaunted Unweaver and Undaunted Infiltrator both increase the damage of your light and heavy attacks. One requires you to cast Magicka skill, and the other one requires you to cast a stamina skill. By casting Heresine's Fortitude and any of your other skills during combat, that's Magicka and stamina covered, so you get the effects. So that's why instead of casting Howl as your spammable, you heavy attack for sustain or light attack for damage. So closing thoughts, I really tried to make this work with Belharza's band, but I was just way too squishy. I could take one-on-ones, I just cannot take more than one. So I threw in the towel for that and went Gaze of Sithis. It doesn't help that I'm not a great werewolf player either, so there's that. I put a lot of points into health because, at least for no CP Battlegrounds, I just felt like I was just way too squishy. Actually, that was the main issue with this build the whole time, because I was only running 1 heavy without the gaze, and I just felt like everything was just hitting me for a lot more than it should. Light attacks do hit like a truck on this build, so it's kind of fun just casting your dots and then just light attacking them down. And I think that wraps it up. That being said, that wraps up the build explanation section of this portion. As always, thank you for watching my video, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. As a reminder, if this video helped in any way, please help the channel grow by subscribing, and if you like the piggies, hit that like button. Feel free to stick around for an attached BG at the end. If not, have a great day, and thank you again.